Hey everybody, in this set of podcasts and videos, what we'll be looking at is piece by piece everything that's important from chapter 3. Everything we do that we cover in class is, not necessarily a tag goes here. This is the difference between HTML and CSS. Um, this is where we put white space to make things readable. This is where we indent things to make things readable. That's really only a portion of what makes HTML and CSS and really all development for the web, either interesting or important. That's the science aspect of things, right? So those are the hard skills that you need to learn to make it technically functional. The most technically functional website in the world is still not great if it doesn't look good, if the pieces don't fit together well. The most technically functional website in the world is still not great if the information on there isn't current, if it's out of date. It doesn't matter if it's technically proficient, if the pictures suck. All of those things have to go together. You have to have an intersection between the art and the science aspects of web design. That's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it challenging, and simultaneously, that's what makes it so very highly employable. Because remember, again, the the top, it fits somewhere in the top 5. That's more accurate. Someplace in the top 5 most desirable skills in every ecosystem. So pick an industry, if it's healthcare, if it's education, if it's government, etc. Someplace in the top 5, one of those skills required or preferred is web design. And that's because web design helps you cast a wide net and snag the attention of the most external potential future clients out there. And that's where we start here in chapter 4 is building for our potential future clients, so our target audience. I like to tell a story about our target audience, is that I was wrong numerous times about how it was you go about selecting your target audience. One of the things at Silver Spring Neighborhood Center before coming to Rock Valley, one of the things I was responsible for there was their website. And as a human services individual, as somebody who has worked most of their entire career alongside the participants, so the students, the people in our food pantries, the people coming to our GED classes, the people coming to our volunteer income tax assistance nights, I built our website around what their needs were because those were the needs that I was the most focused on. Those were the needs that I was the most proximate to, the closest to. And along the lines, years down the road, we had a meeting with one of our external partners, so another agency. And pretty universally, it was an agency that did very well, but it did well and alienated its what we thought were core clients, the constituents, the people who were coming there to use things. But what it did a superb job with was the people who donated money to that agency. Over the course of many months, we had been as part of our executive team. So the executive director, the assistant director, myself, a group of other individuals, we had been going kind of back and forth on what did our new website redesign really need to do. And just over half of us, I would say, advocated for our constituents. The other, just under half of us, advocated for really this should be used as a tool to garner more participation from external sources. So we needed to get donations. So my solution to this, because clearly I could not have been wrong, my solution to this was to say, fine, if you um, let's base this decision on metrics. Let's take all of our feelings out of it. We had been using Google ad services. We had been using other platforms. where we can actually go through and analyze our data. We can actually go through and look to see, not guess, but to know who it was that was coming to visit our site, how long they were coming to visit our site, what pages they were coming to visit on our site. And I thought the truth will set you free, right? I was confident that my feelings on what the site was built to serve was correct. So we gave it another month. That's how long it was between executive planning sessions. I wait until the next executive planning session is about to begin. I go through there, knowing what the data was going to tell me, and I was 100% wrong. If we looked we could, look at the data geographically. We could look at the data by demographics. So, the age, the gender, the socioeconomic backgrounds, etc., of people who were coming to our site. And all of it told us, nearly everybody, 80 some odd percent, if I remember correctly. So nearly everybody coming to our site was not the target audience we had been basing our site off of. Here we thought that our constituents were using our web pages as an informational source. No. What in fact was happening was our unknown potential future donors were using our site to look for places to donate to. And we were completely underserving 80 plus ish percent of the individuals who were using our site. So that was a huge learning experience for me because I was sure, and I have never made a mistake before, but I was sure we knew, and we were totally wrong. As we progress through the course, we are going to have an opportunity in session 6 and 7 to talk about some of the ways that you, as an interested party in the design of your web property for your company, we are going to look at a host of ways that you can have knowledge, not guesses, but data into what kinds of traffic, from where those traffic come, how long it is that people stay on your site, what pages they go to. We'll have insights as to how it is we can use things like social media, etc., to really focus in on who is using our site, which is a better indication of who will continue to use our site than the best guesses of interested parties. So first and foremost is know your target. Rock Valley College, if we take just a moment here, so if we think about rockvalleycollege.edu and who it is that website is built for, is rockvalleycollege.edu built for you, the current enrolled, paying for student at Rock Valley College? What do you think? No, right? The rockvalleycollege.edu site is built for the unknown potential future user. We want them to enroll in classes. We want them to see what our programs are. We need them to see our graduation rates. All of those things are things that you either know or you don't know but don't care about because you're already enrolled, right? So the question of your audience is one you're allowed, certainly you're allowed to have feelings on, certainly you're allowed to use the art and science portions to develop a page that speaks to whomever your core unknown potential future audience is going to be. But base those on facts. Don't base those on feelings. When you can do that, you can actually develop a web property that more properly meets the needs of who your clients are going to be.